Death row inmates are notorious for their heinous crimes and the impending fate of their execution. But one aspect of their final days that often captures public attention is their last meal request. With no restrictions on what they can choose, some inmates have made truly bizarre and unexpected choices. From extravagant feasts to simple comfort foods, these peculiar last meal orders give us a glimpse into the minds of those facing their ultimate punishment. Let's take a look at some of the most unusual last meal requests from death row inmates. Single olive with pit, Robert Alton Harris. In an act of poignant symbolism, Robert Alton Harris, who met his end in 1992 for the merciless murder of 2 teenage boys, requested a sole olive with a pit for his final meal. With this starkly simple request, he intended to convey his aspiration for peace beyond this life. Drawing from the lore of Greek mythology, where the olive tree stands as a beacon of peace and renewal, Harris aligned his last hope with this powerful symbol. Post his execution, the olive pit was discovered nestled in his suit pocket. This enigmatic keepsake was a tangible echo of his desire for a chance at rebirth in the hereafter. The essence of Harris's last meal underscores the profound power of symbolism and its ability to offer a peek into the human spirit, even in its darkest hour. 2 pounds of bacon, Douglas Feldman. Indulgence was the order of the day for Douglas Feldman, who was sent to the execution chamber in 2013 for a double murder spurred by road rage. For his last meal, Feldman decided to satiate his appetite in a manner many might consider excessive. His order? 2 pounds of bacon, a gigantic pizza boasting 4 different types of meat, 4 pieces of fried chicken, and to wash it all down, 8 refreshing beverages consisting of Mountain Dew, Pepsi, root beer, and sweet tea, 2 of each. This surprisingly decadent request is quite a departure from the symbolic solitary olive requested by Robert Alton Harris. The scale of Feldman's last meal paints a vivid picture of the wide range of requests death row inmates make, with his request leaning more towards a final taste of freedom through the sheer quantity and variety of his meal. While some may interpret it as hedonistic, it is a potent reminder that last meal requests can range from the profound to the simple, from the symbolic to the indulgent. Birthday cake, Ronnie Lee Gardner. Ronnie Lee Gardner's last meal request in 2010 was a heart-rending one. Sentenced for his involvement in a fatal robbery, Gardner's final meal on death row was not just for him, but for his family as well. His request was a simple birthday cake, an everyday symbol of celebration and life. This birthday cake, however, was served in a setting far removed from the joyous occasions typically associated with it. The cake was shared during his final visit with his loved ones, making it a poignant symbol of connection in his last moments. This small yet deeply personal request highlights the profound and often heartbreaking emotions that can be tied into the tradition of last meals. It serves as a stark reminder of the humanity that persists even in the darkest of circumstances, where the imminent specter of death looms large. This simple cake, and the memories it undoubtedly held, stands as a testament to the enduring bonds of family and the powerful resonance of shared meals. It was more than just a last meal. It was a last shared experience, a last memory made, a last bond forged. A cool request, Timothy McVeigh. Timothy McVeigh, known for his tragic act of terrorism in the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995, had an unexpected and peculiar request for his last meal in 2001. He craved nothing more than 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. This request, while seemingly ordinary and everyday, brings a strange sense of mundanity and normalcy to the fore. As the clock ticked towards his impending doom, McVeigh found solace in a simple frozen dessert, reminding us of the uncanny ability of food to comfort and soothe, even in the direst of circumstances. His choice of a common, almost childlike treat serves as a jarring juxtaposition to the severe gravity of his actions. It's a chilling reminder of the duality of human nature, where a man capable of such a destructive act can still find comfort in something as innocuous as ice cream. His last meal, while seemingly lighthearted, adds an eerie layer of complexity to the narrative of his final moments, exposing a side of him that is disarmingly ordinary and shockingly human. A lavish feast, Lawrence Russell Brewer. In a grand departure from minimalistic orders, Lawrence Russell Brewer's last meal in 2011 was nothing short of a culinary extravaganza. Brewer, a white supremacist convicted for the heinous crime of dragging a black man to his death, demanded a spread fit for a king for his final repast. The exhaustive list was nothing short of extravagant, including 2 chicken fried steaks, a towering triple meat bacon cheeseburger, a cheese omelet, a sizable bowl of fried okra, a trio of fajitas, a pint of Bluebell ice cream, an entire loaf of white bread, and a hefty slab of peanut butter fudge peppered with crushed peanuts. Yet, the tale takes an unexpected turn. In a shocking twist of irony, Brewer did not partake in his ordered feast, not even a single bite. This startling act of refusal led to a significant shift in the way the tradition of last meal requests was upheld in Texas, bringing about the cessation of the practice altogether. Brewer's indulgent request and subsequent refusal underscore the complexity and unpredictability that often accompany these final meal rituals. From symbolic olives to grand feasts, these last meals continue to offer a fascinating window into the hearts and minds of those on death row, even in their final moments. The request of silence, Victor Feger, embodying an air of serenity. Victor Feger, who carries the somber distinction of being the last federally executed inmate before a hiatus was imposed in 1963, chose a path of profound symbolism for his last meal. His request was unadorned yet powerful, a single unpitted olive. This simple choice carried a deeply poignant message. He nurtured the hope that an olive tree, a universal symbol of peace, would sprout from his remains in the afterlife. Feger's request can be seen as a silent prayer for harmony, a yearning for tranquility in the face of death. Just as the olive pit nestled within the olive is a promise of new life, Feger hoped for a symbol of peace to emerge from his own end. This heartfelt plea resonates with the power of symbolism, silently voicing his deepest desires even as he met his fate. It's a reminder of the profound expressions of humanity that can manifest even in the face of ultimate mortality, adding a poignant note to the rich tapestry of last meal requests.